Hi everybody, this is Margaret from the University of Sewing, and this is kind of Facebook Live. So what we're doing today is we are recording a video for you guys because I'm not going to be there on Saturday morning. So I'm wearing the same outfit I wore for Facebook Live on Friday because I'm still here. So we are getting ready to go off to Bernina University, but guess what came in? Soar came in, and I had to break this to you and show you all the wonderful fabrics from this collection. This is a spectacular collection, and you are going to want some of it. Maybe you want all of it. We hope you want all of it. We hope that this is as popular as we think it's going to be. So what we are going to do is we're going to show you, first off, I'm showing you one of the main panels, this wonderful eagle going into a valley, and it is just a spectacular panel. This is a Northcott product, and you are going to really enjoy. The fabric is soft, as Northcott always is, and it is beautiful. And I'm going to show you some of the rest of this collection. You are going to be amazed at it. I'm pretty amazed at it. It looks like the most beautiful watercolor you could ever imagine. Almost has a Japanese feeling to it. So I'm really liking that. I'm going to stop here for a second and show you the patterns that we have to go with this. And we are going to have kits available of each of these patterns. So keep an eye out for those. We'll try to get those done in the next week, but we just got the fabric in, and of course I go out of town. So that's going to be a little challenging for the employees to get this done. So, but if you want a kit, then let us know and we will set it aside for you. And you can always do that by either calling us at 812-323-2665, or you can email us at info@universityofsewing.com. So cliffside view is a gorgeous picturesque view of this wonderful panel I just showed you. The eagle's going into the valley, and it looks like you're looking out through a gorgeous window. So that one is finishes at 65 by 79, but as you know, you can always add borders to these and make them bigger. So then we've got Take Flight. Take Flight is a gorgeous panel. It's got these wonderful flying geese patterns around the main panel, and it's got a lovely ombre as the border. And this you can make in either a lap size, a throw size, or a queen size. So then we have Above It All. Above It All is a great watercolor looking border around the panel. You've got the eagle panel in the center, and then you've got these wonderful blocks, very simple piecing, nothing very difficult, no triangles in this one. So if you're feeling like you want this, but you don't want a complicated pattern, this might be right up your alley. This finishes out at 57 by 68. And again, if you wanted to, it'd be easy enough to add some more borders. All right, and then the really spectacular one, this is called Beneath the Stars. And I really think this is a very Americana look. You've got the stars going around the outside edge. You've got pine trees down below. And we've got all this wonderful, these flying eagles as part of the scenery above, and a wonderful bunch of different, almost landscaping look on the bottom of that particular border. This one is going to finish up at 60 by 79. So again, it's a throw size, but it would be so easy just to take that 60 inches and add a little bit more, and you would get a nice size quilt out of that. So, and really there isn't a bunch of borders on this. So you could go ahead and just do a couple more borders, and you've got your queen size or king size quilt in just a heartbeat. But maybe you don't want to make that into a king or queen, and you really like the idea of a throw. So those will work either way. So let's talk about some of these fabrics, because what I want you to see is pretty amazing. So for starters, we have got this really attractive panel-like fabric. It's not actually a panel. You're going to buy it as yardage. And here it is. The birds are going into the valley. It's got these beautiful trees down below. It looks like we're looking into a lake view. Very, very elegant, very beautiful. This would make a great backing, or you could turn around and turn this into your main piece. If you wanted, instead of the eagle pattern, you could use this instead. So this particular fabric is 45 inches wide, and it is called Soar. So it is called Soar. So I'm not sure if this one has another name to it or not. So we'll find out about that. But it is super beautiful, has all those blue colors and the greens, and it looks like you're looking into a misty mountain scene, and it is really, really pretty. So we've got that one. Now, you've known about the Northcott ombres for a while, and of course we have to have some ombres to go with this gorgeous Soar collection. So you've got the dark blues and greens here, and are we getting that at all? Okay. And then the top of it has the lighter colors. So you're gonna be able to do something really fun. This wouldn't be really great for those side panels. Look how pretty that is. So, and you know what? Just because this comes with the Soar collection doesn't mean you can't use it for something else. We have another ombre. This is a wide back. This beautiful ombre is going to go from very dark colors to, again, the very light. So what you've got, oh, that's right. This is one, oh, this is very interesting. Okay, so what this one does instead is the light color goes through the middle, and then you go into the darks on either end. So look how pretty that is. It's very, very beautiful. So we've got that ready to go. And this is 108 inches wide. It would make a great backing for any of those pieces that we were talking about with those quilts. And again, I'm gonna make kits out of each one of those. So make sure that you get on the list for that. So we've got some wonderful companion pieces. This is a light version of trees. These trees are very small. And then there's some of that bliss circles going on right there. Very pretty. We've got another piece that's a little bit darker, has the trees, more of a watercolor wash on this one. We've got some eagles in kind of a, you know, just a feel of the eagles going through the sky. And another light ombre to go with. Now this one makes me think of water. It's so lovely. So very, very pretty. We've got something that looks like it could be blue marble. Very elegant and pretty with the bliss dots going through it. We've got another bliss dots to go with the groups of colors. Now we've got some, how about some feathers? We've got some feathers. These are gorgeous. Look at those beautiful colors. We've got some green in there. We've got gorgeous blues and then some blue green. And then the eagles in the background, or seagulls maybe, I don't know. But I think that they were trying to give you the impression of the birds flying into that valley. So we've got some dark trees. So this is really pretty, and it has the feel of the trees. You get that kind of motion of the trees, but this is a lot darker in a kind of indigo blue. And then we have a wonderful marble color to go right with that. All these look so good together, and they're so pretty. We've got another eagle feathers to show you. This is really cool. This one's in lighter colors. I'm thinking there's going to be some Southwestern quilts made with these. They are so lovely. Okay, so let's look at how about a fabric with a bunch of different eagles in it. Let's get them so you can actually see them. So again, we've got all these same colors repeating and repeating. We've got some beautiful like watercolor blues and some green teal blues in here. The background of all of this is an off-white, but it's a very bright off-white. It's almost white, but it is an off-white. It is not a pure white. Okay, so we have one more wide back that I made sure that I wanted to have you guys really get the impact of this. And the idea, I think, with this one could be if you are a long armer and you have got your long arm ready to go and you want to try some new things, and I'm talking to you, Miss Debbie Bean, and I hear some other people starting to talk like they might want their own long arm. Well, what you could do with this particular wide back, look at this, it's a seam. It is not just your typical wide back. We have got this, I've cut this off as a 2-yard piece. It's 108 inches wide, and there we've got our birds, we've got some trees, it goes into the rocks, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. And what I think is that some of us, if we had the time, and I'm going to go back over this and try not to, this is mine, so I can step on it. So this is going to be a quilt. I'm gonna take this big piece and I'm gonna take a piece of that ombre in the wide back, and I'm gonna turn this into a quilt. It is so spectacular. And I might even take that panel with the eagle on it and put that on the ombre just to have a piece of that in here too. This is so beautiful. It feels very patriotic to me. I don't know how you guys are feeling and thinking about it, but it just makes me feel like it, you know, I've been really, really lucky. I've traveled in a lot of places, and I've gotten to go to Europe. I've gotten to spend a month in Italy and some other places. There isn't a more beautiful country in the world than ours. There just isn't. There's different and there's interesting things in other countries, but we have a gorgeous, gorgeous country. And when I think of this, it makes me think of the Appalachian Mountains, or it makes me feel like I'm thinking about the Rockies. And it just makes me feel like this is so much of what we love about our country, how beautiful it is, the natural wildlife, and the fact that our national birds, an eagle, is so special. So we have these available. They are online. Alice has been working tirelessly trying to get this all up for you. And the last thing we will take care of and do is get those kits together in any kind of bundles you want. Do you want a yard bundle? Do you want a half-yard bundle, or maybe a quarter-yard bundle? We will be able to do those also. So take a look at this line. I know you're gonna love it. The patterns are amazing and not very difficult. They do go from what I would call a very beginner level to a more complicated, more expert level. If you need any help with putting any of this together, you know we're here for you. And I want you to know that we are gonna miss you while we're gone. So you need to stop in and see Denise and Pat. Denise and Pat are gonna be here for the next week, and they're gonna be working hard trying to get all this stuff done that I left for them. I thought yesterday at the end of the day I was gonna have to really come up with a list for them. Oh no, we have the list now. We have the list. So make sure they stay busy and that they have you as they would love to have you come by and be friendly with them. They will miss you if you don't come in and see them. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day and a wonderful week. We won't see you next weekend, but actually Denise is gonna do both Friday and Saturday's Facebook Live next week. So you'll get to see her. So have a fantastic day, everyone, and we will talk to you. I'll be back in 2 weeks, but Denise will be back on Friday for Facebook Live, so come tune in then, and we'll see you then. Have a great day, everybody.